This is a pre-calculus, section 3.3, division of polynomials and the factor theorem. Factor theorem is main concept of this polynomial function, how to sketch the graph. We studied previous section. Now, how gonna find the zeros? That's the main concept of this section. Before we study factor theorem, let's review synthetic division. I give the polynomial function with degrees 3 right there. We're gonna review the synthetic division, guys. Here is a degrees 3 polynomial. So we're gonna divide ax cubed plus bx squared plus cx plus d, divide by x minus k. Guys, you have very careful this one. X minus k, then how can do the synthetic division? You're gonna write all the coefficient here, right there. Make sure, guys, here is x cubed, x squared, here is x, here is a constant. You drop all the variable, only coefficient, then this one, x minus k, we take k, but best way you're gonna do it, here is a 0, so x equal k, we're gonna write the k here. So how can do the synthetic, guys? Remember, you drop the a right there, a times k, ak, you add b plus ak. Let's keep going. This times b, then you go here and go down, add right here. Okay, that's the synthetic division. Guys, let's practice with an example. This one is what here? Degree 4 polynomial. Degree 4 polynomial. We're gonna divide by x plus 3. So first, what you have to do, you're gonna write coefficient of each term. First one is x4. What is the next one? x3. Next one, decreasing by 1, x squared. Next one is x. Last one is constant. So x cubed, what is coefficient? Is 1. X cubed, there is no x cubed, meaning is 0. X squared, negative 10, negative 2. X is negative coefficient. Constant is 4. So divide by x plus 3. You write this one x minus. Always he should be minus negative 3. Or you're going to say this trick. Use this trick. Oh, this one is a 0. I'm going to say x equal negative 3. I'm using negative 3. Either way works, guys. Make sure it deep. Here is a 3. You're going to do the different sign, negative 3. So let's do one by one, guys. Bring down 1. 1 times negative 3, negative 3. What's next step? You're gonna add. Make sure add, guys. Add, not the subtraction. Add. Then negative 3. Negative 3 times. Negative 3 times negative 3. That's gonna be 9 right there. Okay? So add negative 1. Negative 3 times negative 1, that's gonna be 3. Add, that's the 1. Negative 3 times 1, that's the negative 3. Here is a 1. Okay, so what does it represent this one, guys? When you finish synthetic division, you're gonna x4 minus 10x squared minus 2x plus 4 is divided by x plus 4. Now you find the quotient. When you do the division, you always find the quotient. Quotient is, here is x4, here is x squared cubed. Decreasing by 1. Second is x squared. This is x. This is a constant. So quotient is going to be x cubed times 1, x cubed. Negative 3 times x squared, negative 3x squared. Negative 1 times x minus x. 1 times constant plus 1. That's the quotient. This part is remainder. Remainder gonna be 1. Okay? Then how can write it? Division. You have to write the two different way. X fourth minus 10x squared minus 2x plus 4 divided by x plus 3. Quotient gonna be x cubed minus 3x squared minus x plus 1. That's the one way plus remainder gonna be 1 over x plus 3. Or you times both sides, x plus 3 here, x plus 3, you're gonna see x fourths minus 10x squared minus 2x plus 4 equal, distribute x plus 3, x cubed minus 3x squared minus x plus 1 plus 1. So what do you see it? We call this one is dividend. This is divisor. This is quotient. This is remainder. So after you do the division, guys, you have two-way write on this output. So you're gonna using first one, you're gonna using second one. That's what we call division algorithm. That's a summary of what you did the previous slides. So you're gonna have fx divide by dx. This one dividend. This is divisor. Then you're gonna find the quotient plus this is a remainder rx divided by dx. That's the one way. Another way we talk about this one, fx equal dx, divisor times the quotient from the rx. That's what we call division algorithm. So after you finish the division, you always write one or the other way of division of polynomial. Let's explain what the factor theorem tells us, okay? So I have example right there. So fx equal x minus 2x plus 1. We studied the previous slides. Previous video gonna be x minus 2 is a factor of f of x. Then we're gonna calculate. You're gonna see x minus 2, what happened? F of 2 gonna be what? You're gonna plug in 2 minus 2 plus 1. That's gonna be 0 times 3 is 0. What are you gonna say? You plug in the 2 there. That's make a 0. That we're gonna say 2 is a 0 of f of x. All right? So factor theorems say if you know which one is a factor, we can find the zeros. We know the zeros, we can find the factor. That's factor theorem says. Very important, guys. How we know fx zeros, we're going to check the factor theorem, okay? So here's a look at this one. They give negative 3 is zeros. So you remember the previous section is negative 3 is zeros, meaning is when you plug in the negative 3, f of negative 3 gonna be zeros. That's the zeros mean, okay? So then, given this one, then factor theorem say you know that this one is x plus 3 is a factor. So based this one, how we gonna factor it? So we're gonna using synthetic division, guys. So let's do the synthetic. Factor meaning is there is no remainder. That's the factor means, right? So previously here is gonna be synthetic division is a leading coefficient right there. So x cubed, here is x squared, guys. X squared, x constant. Write down the coefficient here. 2, 11, 18, 9. So what is your put? Very careful. What is the zeros? X equal negative 3. Don't plug in the 3. So negative 3, let's do it. Putting it down to 2 times negative 3 gonna be negative 6. Add together is 5. 5 times negative 3 gonna be negative 15. Add together 3. 3 times negative 3, negative 9. And you see that this one is a 0. Remainder 0. That's gonna be x plus 3 gonna be factor. So now, what is quotient, guys? Here, x plus 3 is a factor in divisor. Quotient gonna be, you find it, Here is degree 3. This is going to be x squared, x constant. So you have quotient f of x. Divisor is x plus 3. Quotient going to be x squared, 2x squared, 2x squared plus 5x plus 3. There's no remainder. Division algorithm, guys. That's it, right? Then this is, you have factor, but can you do this one? Do the factor one more time. Guys, remember the factor? How can factor it? AC method. Let's quickly review AC method here. AC method. So here is A, here is a 3. A equal 2, C equals 3. AC is 6. So we have 6 here. You're going to find the factor of 6, add together 5. Then you're going to write away 2 and 3. Right? So this one is, I'm going to do this one, 2x squared plus 2x plus 3x plus 3. This one going to be common factor here, 2x, x plus 1. Here 3, x plus 1. Then 2x plus 3, x plus 1. Okay, you factor it. So f of x, x plus 3, 2x plus 3, x plus 1. You factor it. Now, second question is find the solution of equation. Equation meaning is on one side 0, right? So we're going to solve it. This one is a 0, which meaning is this should be 0, this should be 0, this should be 0. So first one is x plus 3 equals 0, 2x plus 3 equals 0, x plus 1 equals 0. Now you find the solution. X equals negative 3. They given this one. 2x equals negative 3. X equals negative 3 over 2. Last one is x equals negative 1. So solution gonna be negative 3, negative 3 over 2, negative 1. That's the solution set. All right. This is a practice question, guys. Everyone pause the video and practice yourself and come back. Let's check together, guys. So this one is, they given the negative 5 is 0. So you have in your mind x plus 5 is a factor. So then you know the factor. So first step, what? Is sympathetic division you have. Sympathetic division. Look at this sympathetic division. It is x cubed, x squared, x constant. I'm sorry, that's just not clear, right? Here is just 3, 25, 42, negative 4, 40. So they say 0 is negative 5, so I'm going to put negative 5. Let's do sympathetic division. This one is 3. 3 times negative 5, negative 15. Add is 10. 10 times negative 5, negative 50. Add together negative 8. Negative 5, negative 8, 40. That's the 0. Oh, you did right. Because that's x plus 5 is a factor. So now you have quotient. Here's x squared, x constant. So you have f of x. What is first factor? X plus 5. What is quotient? 3x squared plus 10x minus 8. Right? We're going to try to factor its quadratic form, right? Quadratic form. I'm not going to go detail. You guys practice already. Do enough. So we have this one, x plus 5, 3x minus 2, x plus 4. So you factor it, then you're going to find the solution of equation is you're going to put this is a 0, which meaning is this should be 0, this should be 0, this should be 0. So what I have here, x plus 5 equals 0, 3x minus 2 equals 0, x plus 4 equals 0, this is x equals negative 5, x equals 2 over 3, x equals negative 4. That's the solution set. Okay, solution of fx equals 0.